So, what are the parts of an expression? The parts of an expression are coefficients, which are just numbers of these alphabets. And what are these alphabets? These alphabets are just variables, and these variables also can be just evaluated. This is an expression. I'll talk more about its definition later. I'm just now going to explain the parts of it. You see this 2 here is the coefficient. Whenever there's a number beside the alphabet, we call that a coefficient, and this alphabet here we call that a variable, which is going to be the main thing we're going to be working with. And this 3 here, this number here, this stranded number, that's what we call a constant. So you see, in an expression, you just need to evaluate it or simplify it. In math, if you use simplification, any hard math can become very easy. But what is an equation? It's basically the same thing as an expression, but the difference is there's an equal sign. And not only do you have to simplify, you also have to solve for x. An example is 2x plus 3 equals 9. So how do we solve this? We'll just bring the 3 to this side, and when you bring something from one side to another, make sure that you change the operations. For here, look, it's a plus sign. When you bring it here, it becomes a minus sign. And if you cut it out, you'll get 6. You'll get 6. If you divide both sides by 2, then you'll just get x equals 3. But why can't we even do this in the first place? Well, since we're dividing both sides by 2, it doesn't even matter. It feels like we're just adding 0 to the equation. Nothing. It's just tomato. Let me give you another example. What is x plus x? About x plus x equals 2, which I already solved. Sorry about that, but I'm going to give you another problem, which is going to be ready-made. X plus x will just combine together. Here we have to know something. When there's like terms, you must combine it. It will just make your life easier, and also you'll be able to solve the problem much more faster. So x plus x is just 2x. Just look at them as 1 plus 1, and then just put the alphabet or the variable after it. So you'll get 2x. Dividing both sides by 2, or just teleporting this to the other side, and make sure you change the operation. What's the operator of multiplication? Division. So if you bring them here, 2 by 2 is just 1. So x is equal to 1, and that's our answer. Let me give you a practice problem. (5x minus 4 equals 15). So how do we do this? You can pause the video if you want to solve this yourself. Okay, so the way we solve this is that we'll bring this 4 to this side. You could use the elimination method, which I taught, which is just adding the opposite of this value to both sides, but you could do this method. It's much easier. So if you bring this 4 to this side, it'll just become a positive 4, and 15 plus 4 is just 19. Then we will teleport this 5 to this side, which will just make it divide. So x is just equal to 19 by 5. You could just keep it like this, or turn it into a mixed fraction, or turn it into decimal. And I'm assuming you know how to turn fractions into decimals. Let me give you another example. What is 3x minus 9 equal to 12? Solve for x here. You need to try to find out x. Again, feel free to practice. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. You could pause the video if you want more time. Okay, I'm back. So what we'll do here is just bring this 9 to this side. 12 plus 9 is just 21. Again, don't forget to change the operations when you teleport one thing to another side of the equation. Then x by 21 is equal to 7. So our answer is x is equal to 7. Now those were quite easy. If you understand until this point, I'm very happy that you did. Now I'm going to give you a harder one. What about the one with fractions? 2x minus 9 a whole divided by 5 equals 20. What do we do here? Well, we'll just multiply. I'm sure you know cross multiplication. So we will only multiply 5 times 20 and 1 by 3x minus 9. 1 times 3x minus 9 is just nothing but just 3x minus 9. 5 times 20 is just 100. And then once we bring 9 to this side, don't forget to change the operations. So this is going to be 3x 109 because 100 plus 9 is just 109. And then x is equal to 109 divided by 3. You could just turn this into a mixed fraction. You could turn it into decimals. I'm just going to keep it in an improper fraction. And that's our answer. Again, if your teacher asks for turning it into a decimal place, just do it. Just divide it. Just use long division. And I'm expecting you know that. And that's the end of this video. So please like and subscribe to our channel.